Tonight at 6, violent weekend, a second night of brutal crimes in D.C. over the holiday weekend. Police out with new details as they hope to crack cases. Leaders also finding ways to stop criminals. 70 plus confirmed dead after Texas floods ravaged communities. Young campers missing. The latest on the desperate search and rescue. New liquor laws on the books. How the beverage industry is changing in Virginia and your new options to indulge.
And the humidity has come back as expected, and so did a couple of pop-up showers. We'll show you the latest radar and have what's your forecast for tonight and beyond coming up.
And Prime Day deals, how much money you could save this week on Amazon. Plus, the consumer tips to keep cash in your wallet while on social media. We're stretching your dollar.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good Sunday evening. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 6 o'clock. I'm Ben Dennis. New tonight, a 6-month-old boy was killed this morning in Frederick County, Maryland, after an SUV crashed into a utility pole at a home. Maryland State Police say the SUV crashed on Woodsboro Pike, north of Woodsboro, just before 11 a.m., adding they believe the driver was headed north, hit a telephone pole for an unknown reason, and then hitting a house. No one inside the house at the time, but troopers say the 6-month-old boy was flown to Johns Hopkins where he died. A 3-year-old boy and a 26-year-old woman sent to the hospital in an ambulance. The driver reportedly not hurt. Investigators do not believe the driver was impaired. Well, in the district, it was yet another violent night. And across the DMV, at least 3 people shot, 2 killed in the district. It all comes after a handful of people were shot early Saturday morning yesterday. One of those deaths happened in the Eckington neighborhood in Northeast. DC News Now's Dave Laval joins us from there. He's got the latest information. Dave, what can you tell us?
Well, neighbors say this is where bullets claimed the life of 23-year-old Zari Williams of Northwest late Saturday night. She's the 3rd person killed by gun violence across the city over the holiday weekend. D.C. police responded to the scene along T Street across from the McKinley Technology STEM campus just after 11 p.m. D.C. Fire and EMS also arrived and tried to save her. Unfortunately, those efforts failed. Police said an adult man showed up at the hospital a short time later. He had also been wounded in the same attack. His injuries, according to police, are believed to be non-life-threatening. Police are offering a reward of up to $25,000 for information leading to the arrest and conviction of those responsible for the homicide. And just before 1:30 this morning, gunfire claimed the life of a man on M Street Southwest. Police have not released his name. There have now been 88 homicides around the district this year. We're live in the Eckington neighborhood in Northeast. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
All right, thanks to Dave. Meantime, new photos out tonight of a fatal shooting suspect that police believe is connected to the death of a 15-year-old. D.C. police say they're looking for this person after a 15-year-old boy was shot dead in Navy Yard Friday night around 8:20 on Half Street, just a block and a half north of Nats Park. MPD asks anyone who may recognize this person captured by surveillance video to call police. And coming up in our next half hour, we take a look at what actions community leaders are taking to help stop these crimes. Time is 6:03. Over to meteorologist Scott Sumner. It was a great July 4th, July 5th, but yeah, a muggy Sunday out there, Scott.
Yeah, and you felt it if you were outside doing any walking or running. Today's high wrapping up the day, 89 degrees. The average should be 90, so we're pretty much on par with that. The morning low of 70 was also on par with the average low of 72. Record high of 103 in 1999, record low 57 in 1892. But again, it feels a lot worse today because of the humidity. 83 degrees, mostly cloudy skies being seen outside with our rooftop camera, and those clouds are taking over, and they'll continue to do so into the evening hours. Not much change. We won't be dropping temperatures that much tonight, as we have our current dew points in the tropical range of 70 to 75 degrees here. Where it's the best right now is Kaiser and Cumberland. You're into the lower 60s, so that's okay for you at this this junction in time, but even you guys out towards the mountains will start to feel a little more humid. Our radar picks up on some spotty showers. I drove through one of them myself, a little downpour around 3 o'clock in the afternoon coming into work on the west side here of D.C. And the future radar shows that these showers will continue to move from southeast over towards the northwest. Well, stick around. I've got that 7-day forecast to let you know. Do we have showers in the forecast every single day, or will we catch a break? Ben?
All right, good question, Scott. Thanks. In your national news, our eyes remain on Texas as the death toll rises from those devastating floods. Officials say at least 70 people are confirmed dead. 10 children have yet to be identified. It all comes as a desperate search and rescue operation continues, including for missing young campers. Kelly Wiley from our sister station reports after hundreds of people were saved.
As search and rescue crews continue their desperate search along the Guadalupe River for missing campers, some families are grieving.
The heroic efforts of people that worked in those camps, directors of the camps, people who owned the camps, who not just risked their lives, gave their lives to try to go save the lives of those kids.
The family of Mystic camper Lila Bonner confirming that she did not survive the floods that inundated the camp, saying they are praying endlessly for others to be spared from this tragic loss.
Our hope and prayer is that there are still people alive that are out there, and we are still actively searching for them, and we will continue. And listen, that will turn into recovery at some point.
According to the camp's website, Mystic has operated in the Hill Country for nearly 100 years. The camp's owners, Dick and Tweety Eastland, were hosting roughly 750 children over this July 4th weekend.
It's the most wonderful family, the most wonderful Christian loving camp in the world. And I hope my girls get to go back.
Former camper and now grandparent to a Mystic camper, Peggy Newman, said her granddaughter was among those rescued from the devastating flood.
They didn't really know how bad it was until the light, till the morning, and they could see. And then they looked out onto below them, which was the golf course, and it looked like an ocean. Nothing but water.
And there's new reporting tonight suggesting critical roles in Texas for the local National Weather Service office were vacant at the time of the floods. The New York Times reports the local National Weather Service office there was without a warning coordination meteorologist who would work with emergency managers to plan for floods and how to warn residents. The news spurs new questions. Weather staff shortages made it harder to work with those local leaders to respond to those floods. National Weather Service told the Times they remain committed to their mission to serve the public. Meantime, the most senior official in Kerr County, where many people died, reportedly said the county did not have a warning system because taxpayers don't want to pay for an expensive system. Back here at home in Virginia, a few new alcohol-related laws have gone into effect, including how you can purchase drinks. The first one, to-go cocktails are here to stay after gaining popularity, of course, during the pandemic. This will get the help of online apps like Uber Eats and DoorDash. Customers can now be served full canned cocktails with an ABV of up to 15%. Human trafficking training has also been added to Virginia ABC stores. There are also clearer rules on how alcohol manufacturers can sell their products with vendors. Staying in the Commonwealth, all schools will need to develop their own cell phone policy in time for the fall semester this year. The State Department of Education says they need to be age appropriate as well. The new guidance is aimed at limiting distractions and disruptions in the classroom and can include having students lock their phones up when they arrive on campus until dismissal. Some people leery of those plans, others excited for a change.
Yeah, I think students need to keep concentrated in the school, and it's a good idea just to keep them tucked away so they don't have any distractions.
Sometimes it makes people want to use their phones more now that it's locked up.
The changes will apply to all devices, including smartwatches and tablets. Some Northern Virginia schools already have new policies in place. Back in D.C., the Smithsonian continues to showcase their Folk Life Festival on the National Mall, and yes, it's free. The festival is the largest annual cultural event in D.C. It's meant to show off the heritage of different groups, including musical performances, cooking demonstrations, storytelling, and more. The last full day of events for the festival, that's tomorrow.